Hello, Joanna here. I'm a Jamberry independent consultant and thank you if you're visiting my page. Nice to see you. What I thought I'd do is show you a Jamberry nail wrap application as I've got a few visitors to my page. So I've been applying these beautiful nail wraps. Hopefully that is in focus. Okay, and that's one on my thumb, and I'm going to show you how to apply to this and this finger and in some easy steps. So what I've used two different styles of nail wraps. I could have used just these, but I fancied mixing them up. And they're a beautiful design. So if you can see, that's a lovely design which I've got on my fingers. Okay, and I've only used 3 wraps. And on this hand, I've just used the wrap here for this finger and this one for my thumb. Okay, so what are Jamberry nail wraps? Jamberry nail wraps are fun nail art that need heat and pressure to apply, to adhere to the fingernails. So they give them a watertight seal and will last up from 7 to 14 days. So let me show you what tools you need. Very simple tools. You will need a wooden cuticle stick with the beveled edge. You will need a cuticle pusher, rubber cuticle pusher for pushing the cuticles back. You will need a Jamberry nail file. You will need a soft buffer block, a little alcohol wipe, a pair of scissors, and you might need a glass file for that smooth finish at the very end. So, and actually they all come in a little application kit like this, so you can put all your tools in here and you've got everything there to find when you want to do your manicure. So here is a sheet of wraps. It does 2 manicures. So these are the manicures here. So you would cut them in half, one for this hand and one for this hand. And you've got another manicure here. And here you've got pedis, so you can do a pedi. Put these on your big toes. And then you've got 4 extra wraps as accents. So I'm going to use a mini heater and I'm going to turn it on. This is a Jamberry mini heater. You can use a hairdryer to start off with, but I highly recommend, if you like the wraps, to invest in a little mini heater because it's hands-free, it's very quiet, you can put your nails in front of the TV without annoying anybody in the family, and it's super quick and easy to do. So what you need to do, I've already prepped my nails, but I'll just give you a quick instruction what to do. You will want to push back all your cuticles. Push them right back, because if you've got invisible cuticle here and you're going to put a wrap on top of there, it will lift up because the oils in your cuticles will cause the wrap to lift up. So you need to push back with the beveled edge, just very gently, your cuticles. Then the invisible cuticle, then you want to shape your cuticles all the way around, just pushing back really neatly. I never used to do mine, but now they're lovely and neat and it doesn't take much effort at all. So normally do it when you've washed your hands and you're going to do a manicure and just push them all back. Then you will want to file your nails, shape them nicely, whatever shape you would like. And then you need to use a little alcohol wipe, and these are easy to find. Just go to your local supermarket and you could get a packet for a short amount of money. So I have prepped my nails, okay, and now I'm just going to clean off all the dust and all the oils and all the maybe hand cream that I've got on my nails. I'm just going to give them a quick wipe like so. Okay. So I've got my mini heater. If you're trying a sample, you will use a hairdryer, and I'm just going to push back. Actually, this is what I'm going to show you. This is the sheet of wraps, and I'm going to apply this wrap to my fingernail as on this hand. It's already cut in half, so basically you need to size the wrap up to your finger. Of course, I wouldn't want this one. This would be too small. And this one would be too big. The sides of the edges of the wrap would be touching your skin and it would cause it to lift. So you just need to make sure it's a little bit smaller than your nail. So that's the right size for me. I'm going to push the camera back a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. There are two ways to put the wraps on. You can either heat the wrap first, or you can apply to the nail and then heat up. I am going to show you how to apply the cold method to your nail. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your little cuticle stick and you're going to peel that off there. You don't want to be touching this adhesive backing, otherwise you'll get oils on it and it won't adhere to your nail. And you're just going to press it onto the stick and you're going to peel it off like so. Okay, now I am going to apply it to the nail, and I'm just going to try and do it centrally and try not to get it touching the cuticle. At this point you don't want to touch it down. So some people are a bit confused. This curved edge goes at the cuticle edge, okay, not at the tip, okay, because we're going to file this down along the edge of your nail. So you want the cuticle, this curved bit here on the cuticle side. I'm not going to press it down yet. I'm just going to check that it's central. It's looking pretty. Actually, I'm going to lift it up. That's because I'm doing it on camera. So I'm going to lift it up, adjust it, and make sure it's in the center of my nail. This is why you do not want to press it down at this stage. Okay, so there it is in the center, and you will use your hairdryer if you haven't got a mini heater. I'm going to heat it up. Okay, just a little blast, and then I am going to go down the middle, straight down the middle from the cuticle to the tip. Okay, and then I'm going to heat it up on one side, and I'm going to go from the middle down the side, and then I'm going to heat up the other side, and I'm going to go down the middle, down the side, putting a little bit of pressure, quite a bit of pressure actually, over to smooth that nail wrap onto the nail. And I'm just going to do one little blast, and I'm just going to make sure that that tip is really covered with the nail wrap. And there we go. So what we want to do now is just trim it, because you've got some excess there. Okay, and at this stage I'm not going to file it down, because as vinyl cools it shrinks, so you don't want to be filing it too early before it cools down, otherwise it will be too short and showing too much nail. So you need to let it get back to its natural state and cool down. So what I forgot to do is I'm just heating it up again, and then you want to go all the way round the edges with your cuticle stick, putting a little bit more pressure all the way round, just to make that really good seal. Because if you've got long hair and you're washing your hair in the shower, you don't want hair to get under that wrap and lift it off. So you need to make sure you've got a good seal. Once you get a really good application, it will last for 2 weeks. It is all about a little bit of practice, not too much. By about 3 applications, you should have got it sussed. So there we go. So we've got one nail wrap done. Now I'm going to put one onto this finger. I've wiped it, I've prepped it, so I'm going to lift off. I know which one it is. I don't need to size it up because I've got it on this hand. I'm going to lift it off the sheet, and there we go. And I'm going to apply it to my nail. Apply it centrally, like that. Okay, just go to see, it's central. Can you see? Okay, it's hanging off the edge, and now I'm going to apply heat, and you would be using your hairdryer if you haven't got one of these amazing Jamberry heaters. All right, I'm going to go down the middle. I'm going to heat it again on the side, and I'm going to go down the side, and the same on the other side, going down the side. And this is called the 1, 2, 3 method. So you're going 1, 2, 3. And then smooth it down at the tip. Super easy, isn't it? And you get fab nails like this in literally minutes. Now, time to trim it. Okay, and I'm just going to move that camera a little bit nearer so you can see what I'm doing. And now the time is to get your Jamberry nail file. And I normally put my thumb to secure my finger, and I'm going to file this excess edge at a 90 degrees angle. So all the way down. So there's no cutting involved there. It's just going to be flush with the nail in a minute. All will be revealed. Now, I've been a Jamberry consultant for the last 2 years, and I've worn nail wraps constantly for the last 2 years. I've probably only taken about a week or a day's break. I love them. They are really fun to wear. You don't get any chipping, any peeling. And of course, what you can do is you can mix them with your gels or your nail polish. And you just want to just go near that corner, just get under it if it's caught. You don't want to be pulling it and stretching it. Okay, and there's that finger done. Then we're going to do the next one. So only at 90 degrees. You don't want to be going up and down. You don't want to be going from side to side. Just 90 degrees all the way around. So if you want to visit my website, you're more than welcome to. There'll be a button at the top of my page. And if you've got any questions or you'd like a little demo, a one-to-one demo, I'm available for that. And if you'd like a sample sent in the post, more than welcome to have a try. So how super easy is that? And I'm just going to catch that, get that corner off. It's just catching under there. And we are done. There we are, done. So what I tend to do, sometimes this is a little bit rough at the edges, I then get a glass file, or you can get your little soft buffer, and I just then go at a 45-degree angle just to smooth that edge. I am putting a fair amount of pressure on because I just want a tiny little shaving of the nail wrap to come off, and that will smooth that edge and it will stop it lifting at the tips. This is a glossy wrap. Love the glossy wraps, and we are almost done. So check out my website for all the beautiful designs. We have plain ones, we have sparkly ones, we have clear wraps. There are so many beautiful designs. There we go. What do you think about that? Absolutely lovely. So let me know if you've got any questions. I'd love to hear from you. And just pop me a message if you'd like to learn more about these beautiful nail wraps. And I hope you enjoyed that little video tutorial. Bye for now.